Hey YouTube, this is Matthew, and this is gonna be my first video using my microphone. I actually have a microphone. Well, I had one before, but I never really learned how to use it. But now I'm actually learning how to use it, so it's gonna be the first video with my microphone. I hope you guys like it. Moving on to the video, I actually made a list for you guys, so that way I won't get sidetracked. A lot of people have been asking me, should you get the PS4? Um, so basically, it's gonna be my video of why you shouldn't buy the PS4 right now. I did this video because this is my own personal opinion. I don't think the PS4 is worth buying right now. It had a good start and it's getting better, but still, right now, I don't think it's worth buying. So I'm just gonna go review quickly my reasons for why the PS4 right now is still not worth buying. Number one on my list, it's still $400. All the other consoles are dropping down to 350, 325, and they have more games to offer, in my opinion, than the PS4. And the PS4 is still $400. Why Sony hasn't dropped the price, I honestly don't know, but yet the PS4 is still $400. Moving on, I personally do not like the DualShock 4 controller. I don't like the layout. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it feels on my hands and fingers. And the touchpad pretty much has no use. I don't know why Sony put the touchpad in there. I think they were thinking about doing something with it. Don't know. I don't even think they know, but it's just not there yet. Moving on, going up there. One of the big reasons is there aren't really much any games for the PS4, and the games that are there, you could get them for your PS3 and Xbox 360 or whatever console you have, because most of the games are multi-platform. Even the Wii U has some of the AAA titles that a lot of people are playing now, like Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, and the graphics are really not that bad at all. So the games aren't there yet, and the games that are there, pretty much you can get them somewhere else. And chances are you probably still have your 360 or your PlayStation 3 lying around. Um, Another one which I noticed because I both had the PlayStation Network and the Xbox Live, and I noticed that this is another reason why I think PlayStation 4 you shouldn't buy it, is the PlayStation Network is constantly going down. And on the PS4, you have to pay for the PlayStation Plus. And if you're paying for a year, that's $50. And out of a year, the PlayStation Network's been down like what, in like five, maybe six times in a year. So that's a lot of money if you think about it. I know Sony does like these repercussion things and stuff like that, and these sorry apologies, and they give you these cheap, half-ass, sales or gifts as they call it to help with their I'm sorry, but it just doesn't really work out. And all in all, you're pretty much spending your money and you can't even use the thing. So placing the network always goes down. Another thing is, if you're a fan of buying your games digitally, the PlayStation Network is pretty expensive. The PlayStation Store is pretty expensive. I mean, I've been running around the PlayStation Store lately, and their prices are like seriously expensive. And I mean seriously expensive. It's ridiculous how expensive it is. There goes another thing. I mean, everything else is pretty much like nitpicking right now, just looking at it. Another thing is the PS4. This is also another big thing for me. The PS4 has no DLNA support. You can't stream your movies, your music, and your pictures from your PC to your PlayStation 4 natively. I mean, seriously, guys. Sony did it with the PlayStation 3. Microsoft even did it with their 360 in their own little way. Nintendo, they're off doing their own thing. But still, why didn't they bring that back with the PS4? I mean, it's pretty much standard right now. And yet, the PS4 doesn't have it. Even the Xbox One has it in their own weird way. So why can't Sony do it? it's not really downfall. I mean, that's really nitpicking if you guys don't really stream your stuff. But me, I stream stuff from my PC to my other devices, so it's a big turn off for me. Um, this one is really nitpicking. It's really nitpicking. The PS4 only has two USB ports, so if you guys are playing with four people and two people are charging their controllers and the guy his third controller starting to die on him, he's out of luck. He's out of luck. So I mean, he's out of luck. So pretty much, you're pretty much stuck with being a wired controller basically because PS4 only has two USB ports, which is really nitpicking. But at this point, I'm really going for for nitpicking right now because I just wanted to do 10 and I couldn't really find much for it, so I'm really nitpicking right now. Another thing is the accessories for the PS4. They pretty much suck. The only accessory PS4 really has, in my opinion, is the PlayStation Move and the camera, and they both suck. The PS4's camera is like a basic PC webcam, pretty much useless. And the PlayStation Move was just a cheap attempt to copy the success of the Nintendo's Wii's motion controller, and Sony failed with that miserably as well. So pretty much the only accessories the PS4 has right now, they all suck. And they're not really worth getting. Another reason is Sony is already putting out rumors and all over Sony and their texts and all their websites and their official website, they're already promoting a slimmer version of the PS4, which is supposedly going to fix some of the hardware issues that the first model of the PS4 had, which were very little. I've really rarely seen any complaints about the hardwares. I mean, once in a while, once in Blue Moon, I did read about some hardware failures, so I don't know, but Sony's already promoting a slimmer version of the PS4, which is common for them because all of their consoles had a slim version. The PlayStation 1, they had a slim PS1. The PS2, they had a slimmer version. The PS3 had like two slim versions. They had the first slim and then they had the super slim. So it's only natural that Sony's going to do a slim version for the PS4. And it's probably going to be more eco-friendly and more powerful than the first version. So that's another reason why to wait. And last but not least, because this is last on my list, but it's not really least because it's probably a big thing. The PS3 still has a lot of life in it. I know Sony says that they're going to shut down PS3 support soon, but I don't see it going down anytime soon because there's not that much games for the PS4. I know some companies like Ubisoft already announced that they stopped their, that they're gonna stop making games for PS3. They already did that with Assassin's Creed Rogue. They did that. They said Assassin's Creed Rogue be their last game for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and everything last gen, and they're only gonna focus on PC and this generation. So, but that's just one console. EA with Battlefield Hardline, it's already out on Xbox 360 and PS3 and stuff like that. And if you noticed, a lot of these new and upcoming games that the PS4 that are gonna come out for the PS4, they are like HD remakes of old games for the PS3, and with nothing really added to it. It's just, as they call it, updated graphics. Depends on your view of what updated graphics means. Is it gonna be full blown 1080 or is it gonna be, just more detailed 720? With Sony, you can't really tell because they lied through their teeth, just like every other company. So it's pretty much they claim Battlefield was 1080, and hackers proved them wrong. That Battlefield was not 1080; it was native 900p, and they just updated it to. They just forced upscale to 1080, and that's why Battlefield 4 on the PS4 looks horrible in my opinion. It looks better than its PS3 counterpart, but it still looks a little blocky. And they did that with a few other games as well. That they're forcing 1080p. So really, it's up to you guys if you really feel that Sony's doing true 1080. But most of the games, you'll probably already have them. You probably already played them. So in my opinion, it's not worth rebuying them PS4, rebuying the same game, paying full price for the same game you paid full price before. So really, there you go, guys. These are my 10 list. Just gonna give you guys a quick summary. Uh, the controller, in my opinion, is not their best design. The PlayStation 4 is still $400, while the other consoles and actually you get a pretty decent PC. So everything else you probably get it for $400 and less. And of course, PS4 is still stuck at $400. PS4 still does not have a lot of games. In games, I mean AAA titles, because they have a stream flow they have an endless supply of indie titles. PlayStation Network is constantly being shut down for maintenance and other stuff. The PlayStation Store prices are still very expensive compared to their full disc counterpart. The PS4 does not have DLNA support, which is a big turnoff if you guys love streaming movies and music and pictures from your PC to your PS4. You can't do that. You can do it with your PS3 and other consoles, but you can't do it with PS4. The PS4 only has 2 USB ports, which is really just like a nitpicking personal preference thing. The PlayStation, pretty much the accessories that they have for it sucks. Sony is already announcing a slimmer version of the PS4, and it's supposed to be better. And last but not least, the PS3 still has a lot of life to it. So there you have it, guys. These are my reasons why you shouldn't get a PS4 right now. Comment below. What are you guys' opinions? Like the video, dislike the video. And as always, guys, have an awesome day.